Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player in the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 26-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's got Snead. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bills nothing.
Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley For Kenner here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to next-gen stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over at first.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Barkley.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Steps away. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
From the gun, Huntley. Stepping up, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Operating from the gun, Barkley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Barkley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29.
So we have reached halftime in our, boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 31.
They'll start out here with the option left. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defense. To react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley rolling to his left. He may try, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And the Bills getting set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass. This Two-shot pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps him pick up the first.
Fromm off of play action.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills ready to take over.
And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
From the gun, it's Fromm.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Throwing on first down, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Good tackle there by Tremaine Edmonds, who came into the league as one of the youngest players ever drafted in the first round and has lived up to the hype and matured quickly. Led the team in tackles last year, can go sideline to sideline and make any kind of play you're looking for. I'm still trying to get over the nightmare of his father burning me for a touchdown back in college.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back now in Baltimore. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something.
Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Bills take over.
And now out come the Bills.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
will start with an option going left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll throw on first down with Fromm.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second down, here's Fromm. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have two guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more